you mean you want to tell them
Yes,
and you want you to battle here? Nobody should leave that ground.
To give me that straight.
Because
good morning.
Welcome back, Banana SS Pulpit. I was like paying your first Sunday in Patterson with the team inside the country.
The team inside the country, guys, I was strong as compared with the guys in Morovia. So, I scored 2 easy free goals. But I can struggle to score.
So you mean score 2 goals?
This time, I scored 2.
You are the high goal scorer?
Definitely.
So that was more important than learning that people say trying to escape from most of the country will be sad there, no me learn to go inside the country.
Anywhere else in abroad.
Really, you mean that?
Yes.
So you mean that?
I can cover
including one of the opposition who they are contested because of the script.
To protect Joseph Boakai to take the power. That's why we conscious-minded Liberians must rise up the challenge and say enough is enough. You must either lead or you leave. You must either lead or you leave. Thank you. Having said that, hear this. December 17th is lead or leave day. It is a day the resilience of the people will be demonstrated. For those of you that have political intentions, for me, I'm not into politics, I'm in civil society. Nevertheless, it is incumbent upon all of us to ensure that few years from now, there will be a balanced playing field for all political parties to freely compete, to allow the people to make a decision about who they want to choose. What Joe Boakai has started doing makes free and fair elections unlikely. I am convinced unless we stand up and challenge this brand of oligarchy, 2029 elections will be like a lopsided football field where the rest of the opposition will be down and Boakai will be playing from up. And that will present an uphill task that will undermine democracy and good governance in the region that is already polarized by military coups and takeovers. We don't want that. So, thank you. To see a president unleashing a police force that surpasses court order, where the court says evict a political party from its premises because there is a different owner that need to have custody of his property. And the police go 10 steps beyond that court order and begin to demonstrate rage, moving to that party's headquarters and begin to attack trees, attack academic institutions of learning, attack offices, break down meeting centers, break down every structure, every pavement at that premises. In my view, has revealed a clear and present danger to Liberia's democratic future. It means Boakai has been emboldened that a few years from now, he will do whatever he thinks necessary to rig elections because he has been emboldened by his desire for tyranny and autocracy to subject political parties, victimize them, to give himself unfair advantage in an election. We believe that the decision that time to have used arbitrary measures, to have used violence, to have used a lawless police banditry to attack the premises of a political party must not only be condemned, but must awaken us the consciousness to stand up and fight to protect our democracy and ensure that the space given Boakai must not be exploited to plunge our country into chaos and anarchy. Not just that. In the same way, Joseph Walker's police force arbitrarily demolish a political party structure or headquarters, in the same way they are attacking communities daily, demolishing and destroying the properties of peaceful citizens who are vulnerable. This is wrong, and the time to say enough is enough has come. You claim to want to build an overhead bridge right here next door, which we support. You are breaking down poor people's homes under the guise of creating corridors to build the bridge. But you live on the same premises a complex of George Calando. You give it preferential treatment while breaking the structures of those that are not perceived to be well connected or to be UPs. This is wrong. This is wrong and must be condemned. The time the demolition exercises has come. The time to stand against selective demolition exercises has come. And December 17th is the day. Those whose properties have been brought down, I intend to come outside. I intend to come outside. I intend to Thank you. December 17th is also a protest against hardship. How many of you can go to bed every night well fed? How many of you can afford daily food that is enough for you as you go to bed every day? Very few people. People are dying from hunger-related causes.
Good morning.
Welcome back, Barnabas Else's pulpit. I was like paying your first Sunday in Palestine with the team in Shadow County.
The team in Southern County guys are strong as compared to the guys in Morovia. So, I scored 2 easy.
In the middle of the press released by the National Civil Society of Liberia, responding to baseless smear campaign against Justice Minister Councillor Usman N. Twere. The National Civil Society Advocate has taken note of recent false and malicious statement being circulated by Mr. Henry Poster against the Honorable Minister of Justice Anthony General Republic of Liberia, Councillor Usman N. Twere Sr. The National Civil Society Advocate of Liberia categorically resented baseless allegations which are clearly intended to malign the character of a distinguished public servant and undermine the integrity of the Ministry of Justice. Said smear campaign are not only race-led but also present a deliberate attempt to mislead the public and distract the rule of the law, rule of law, and ensure justice for all. Councillor Twere is a highly respected legal practitioner and public servant with an unbiased record of professionalism, discipline, and commitment to duty. His service to the public has been characterized by transparency, integrity, and unwavering dedication to the principles of justice and good governance. The National Civil Society of Liberia wishes to remind the public that unsubstantiated allegations and character attacks against public officials do not contribute to national progress. Instead, they erode public confidence in state institutions and impugn.
Citizens have become so impoverished they get in what you call first flight under the cover of darkness. The time to say enough is enough of these things has come. The time for you to rise in indignant anger and say enough is enough has come. People are dying from hunger. Women, young girls have chosen prostitution over education because of the hardship as we found the republic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me tell you this. Hello. We must We must ensure December 17th will be an end to ass kissing. Are you with me? No matter who you are, we will not submit to you because of your political power. No matter who you are, where this country is, Liberians will rise up in resistance against bad governance. No matter the trend of police brutality, no hot water truck will deter the assembly of tens of thousands of Liberians on December 17th. No matter your propaganda.
Open a fully equipped COVID-19 treatment center at the St. Joseph Catholic Hospital in Congo Town. That facility was subsequently turned over to the hospital administration for public use. No fanfare, no condition attached, just service. On August 17, 2021, the foundation supplied major hospitals in Gomi, Mosurado, and Lima counties with medical equipment and essential drugs, an ongoing effort to combat COVID-19 when many were silent. But Mr. Kool's impact is not limited to emergency response. It is structural, sustained, and strategic. Mr. Kool has leveraged his global network to provide over $2 million in direct support to Liberia. Mr. Kool has provided academic scholarship for Liberians both home and abroad. Mr. Kool has sponsored the Alexander Benedict Kool Innovation Center at the African Methodist Episcopal University and gave $100,000 United States dollars to establish the graduate school that is named in his honor. Mr. Kool has supported over 20 water projects across local NGOs in Mosurado, Lima, and Riverside counties, respectively. Mr. Kool has led a high-level delegation during the Ebola crisis, expanding Coca-Cola operations and distributing over $1 million in relief items, and was conferred the Knight Grand Band in the Himmeln Order of African Redemption by former President Eddie Johnson Sirleaf, one of Nigeria's highest honor of service to humanity. Through the Kool Africa Foundation, he has implemented 22 quick impact projects with 25 different partners, benefiting over 30,000 Liberians. Mr. Kool has spent over $289,386 United States dollars across education, healthcare, agriculture, development, generating a total value of $307,000 United States dollars 886. Let the facts speak. The Kool Africa Foundation paid wise fees and tutorial for 2,322 Liberian students across 22 high schools at the cost of $106,000 United States dollars. Mr. Kool Africa Foundation established scholarship and financial aid program at the University of Liberia and AMU respectively. Go! The Kool Africa Foundation provided computer lab at St. Clement University and the UL Fennel campus. The foundation donated a 350 kVA generator to BWR at the cost of $67,000 United States dollars. Mr. Kool support the Alexander Benedict Kool Junior STEM School annually at the cost of $25,000 per year. He has paid tuition for 8 law students at the Louis Arthur Grant School of Law. Mr. Kool funded the Lima Community College yearbook at the cost of $8,000 United States dollars. He has partnered with Chicago Bright Foundation for safe drinking water in Kingsville and Mind-Giving respectively. He has created Liberia, the Kool Africa Foundation created Liberia's first vocational computer lab for children with intellectual disability at the cost of $5,000 United States dollars. Mr. Kool Africa Foundation supported Liberian women global market access through Veta Voice, linking over 50 women to buyers in tourism and handicraft. The foundation contributed $50,000 United States dollars to the Prince Johnson Polytechnic University in Lima County. This is not speculation. This is not propaganda. This is impact. So when they ask, what has Mr. Kumis done? We must respond. He has built where others have broken. He has invested where others have extracted. He has served where others have schemed. In the history of Liberia's presidency, and there's a challenge to all of you journalists, to challenge you, anybody who can prove us wrong on this point will give you a token on our next State of the Union report. In the history of Liberia's presidency, no candidate has done more for the Liberian people as a private citizen than Alexander Benedict Cummings. That is a challenge to the media. Yo! Yo! I will repeat this point. In the history of Liberia's presidency, no candidate has done more for the Liberian people as a private citizen than Alexander Benedict Cummings. While others waited for power to act, he acted without power. While others made promises, he made investment for no profit. His record is not campaign, it is legacy in motion. Distinguished guests, fellow youth leaders, partisans, and well-wishers. The 2025 United States Department Investment Climate Report on Nigeria is not merely a technical assessment. It is a damning indictment of the Buaka's administration failure to transform the structural conditions that have long strangled economic potential and national dignity. Behind the diplomatic language lies a brutal truth coming. Liberia remains a hostile terrain for serious investment, and the government is complicit in that stagnation. The report highlights persistent corruption, weak judicial enforcement, opaque procurement system, and the politicized bureaucracy. These are not new revelations. They are recycled symptoms of a deeper and rotting system. What is new, however, is the audacity of this administration to parade itself as a rescue mission while entrenching the very practices that repel investment and suffocate enterprise. President Buaka's government has failed to reform the judiciary, which remains a playground for political interference and transactional justice. President Buaka's administration has failed to enforce contracts, leaving investors vulnerable to arbitrary reversal and weak extortion. President Buaka's government has failed to protect property rights, especially for Liberian entrepreneurs who lack political connection. President Buaka's administration has failed to streamline business registration and taxation, which remain confusing and exploiting. Liberia is not just unattractive to investors, it is actively repellent. The Buaka's administration has weaponized bureaucracy to reward loyalists and punish dissenters, creating a climate of fear rather than enterprise. Moreover, the report mention of limited infrastructure and unreliable electricity is a euphemism for state failure. In 2025, Monrovia State suffers rolling blackouts, rural communities remain disconnected from the national grid, and roads are death trap. How can investment thrive when the state cannot guarantee the basis? The investment climate is a mirror of governance, and what this mirror reflects is a regime that has chosen patronage over productivity, loyalty over legality, and stagnation over strategy. We in the Alternative National Congress reject this trajectory and call for a radical overhaul of the judiciary with independent oversight and merit-based appointment. A transparent procurement system that prioritizes value over connections. A national infrastructure plan that links counties to market, not just Monrovia to the executive mountain. A youth-centered investment strategy that unleashes the entrepreneurial fire of our generation. Liberia cannot afford another decade of elite consensus and donor dependency. We must build an economy rooted in justice, powered by youth, and governed by law. The U.S. report is a warning. The Buaka administration is failing, and the people of Liberia deserve better. Distinguished families, fellow youth leaders, partisans, and well-wishers. The recently released General Auditing Commission report on Nigeria's domestic debt from 1980 to 2024 is not merely an audit. It is a 44-year obituary of financial recklessness, elite impunity, and institutional stealing. It is a forensic X-ray of the state capture by political cartels, where public finances have been weaponized to enrich few and impoverish the many. The report reveals that Nigeria's domestic debt has ballooned to over $92.1 million United States dollars, $259 million Nigerian dollars. A staggering figure that reflects not investment in the people, but decades of unaccountable borrowing, ghost liabilities, and opaque financial engineering. This is not debt infused to build roads, schools, or hospitals. This is debt accumulated to form patronage network, finance electoral manipulation, and sustain a bloated bureaucracy that serves the ruling elite, not the republic. From the military kleptocracy of the 1980s through the warlord economies of the 1990s, to the post-war donor dependency of the 2000s and the current octogenarian stagnation under President Joseph Imabua. The pattern is clear. Liberia's fiscal architecture has been designed not for development, but for extraction. The GSC report exposes rampant non-compliance.
The people will come outside. 2029 elections will be like a lopsided football field where the rest of the opposition will be down and Bucket will be playing from up. And that will present an uphill task that will undermine democracy and good governance in the region that is already polarized by military coups and takeovers. We don't want that. So, thank you. Thank you. To see a president unleashing a police force that surpasses court order, where the court says evict a political party from its premises because there is a different owner that needs to have custody of his property. And the police go 10 steps beyond that court order and begin to demonstrate rage, moving to that party's headquarters and begin to attack trees, attack academic institutions of learning, attack offices, break down meeting centers, break down every structure, every pavement at that premises. In my view, has revealed a clear and present danger to Liberia's democratic future. It means Buhari has been emboldened that a few years from now, he will do whatever he thinks necessary to rig elections because he has been emboldened by his desire for tyranny and autocracy to subject political parties, victimize them, to give himself unfair advantage in an election. We believe that the decision that time to have used arbitrary measures, to have used violence, to have used a lawless police banditry to attack the premises of a political party must not only be condemned, but must awaken us the consciousness to stand up and fight to protect our democracy and ensure that the space given Buhari must not be exploited to plunge our country into chaos and anarchy. Not just that. In the same way, Joseph Buhari's police force arbitrarily demolished a political party structure or headquarters, in the same way they are attacking communities daily, demolishing and destroying the properties of peaceful citizens who are vulnerable. This is wrong, and the time to say enough is enough has come. You claim to want to build an overhead bridge right here next door, which you support. You are breaking down poor people's homes under the guise of creating corridors to build the bridge. But you leave on the same premises a complex of George Calando. You give it preferential treatment while breaking the structures of those that are not perceived to be well connected or to be UPIs. This is wrong. This is wrong and must be condemned. The time the demolition exercises has come. The time to stand against selected demolition exercises has come. And December 17th is the day. Those whose properties have been brought down, I intend to come outside. I intend to come outside. I intend to Thank you. Thank you. December 17th is also a protest against hardship. How many of you can go to bed every night well fed? How many of you can afford daily food that is enough for you as you go to bed every day? Very few people. People are dying from hunger-related causes.
Including undocumented liabilities and unauthorized borrowing. Failure to reconcile domestic debt records.
Okay, folks, I'd like to say a pleasant good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. Many thanks for joining the conversation on this wonderful day again. Today is Tuesday. We gradually going into November, and the very fourth day in the 11th month, and the year stands at 2025. Folks, welcome to this edition of the Morning Ride, the People's Program, your breakfast info compounding program that takes you across Liberia, Africa, and the rest of the one world in terms of information, critical analysis, critical thinking. Your views and opinion are always respected on this platform. What supersedes facts, and you stick to what we discuss as usual. Folks, welcome. Wiki Books this morning. Ambassador Vice alongside Side Cannon controls the sounds and video on this wonderful day. Promises to be great, stimulative, very much thought-provocative. So we will walk the walk this morning, talk the talk, and as usual help to shift the paradigm about democracy. Without fear, without favor, we speak undiluted truth, the very hard truth I say on this platform, because we do not use the three-letter words. But welcome. This is it, and this is where we want Liberia to get better. Welcome, folks. You follow us now on Kool 91.9, Kool Radio Online, Kool YouTube channel 2, as well as other social media handouts. You follow or you watch, you leave your comment, share as well, and certainly we try to read it out for you. But folks, this morning we are back here again with some interesting thing to talk about. We always love to say first, let us maintain the peace that we enjoy. People will have differences, people will have opinions on issues. But what matters most is when we decide to respect and allow the opinions of others. Because in all that we do, everybody will not come from the same tribe. Everybody will not come from the same religion. And so we need to understand that, because we have seen that as a problem in our country. Liberia, we don't want to reach a stage where we are not politically tolerant, where we are not religiously tolerant. We want to see a united Liberia, that no matter what, we can have all of our differences, but you put Liberia first in all that we do. So we will continue to say these things no matter what, let's continue to hold together as a nation, as a people. Everybody will not be right. Everybody will not be of the same. But what we can do as a nation, as a people, we continue to do it and make Liberia a better country. So I'd like to welcome you again. Let's keep the peace. No matter what, this is what we need. And you know, there is this something that is very key and cardinal. And we talked to help a lot of folks this morning, but it's very, very, very important. And that's why we are seeing our schools have not taken much interest, or even our officials and other folks who are political parties do not even explain these things. So a lot of school-going kids, even people who are joining political parties today. Today is Section Day. Our representatives, our senators are going today to debate on critical national issues. But we are asking again as to whether today will not be a day where Liberians, when vehicles bought by taxpayers, you gas and fuel the vehicles, and they are well paid, will we have disruption, where section will be prematurely joined, and the sole purpose of which these people were elected, mostly these things happen at the lower house, where there are a lot of disturbances and we don't get to know. Time to look around, people are asking. Last night they were heavy downpour rain. There are folks who are made homeless this morning. We have thousands and thousands of young brothers and sisters today who are currently facing the issue of drugs. After every 2 days, we hear the discovery or seizure of the other amount of drugs at Bow Waterside, at this other community. And what is happening that we keep fighting these things, and we keep seeing these things like we are making no effort in getting them. And there are a whole lot. You stood in the rain and the sun for these people. Among all of the candidates, these were the folks that you chose that will ably represent you in terms of lawmaking, oversight, and representation. So they are there. But today, in pretty close to 2 years, some of you are so disheartened, you heartbroken in how they have been able to handle critical national issues. Most often we point fingers at the executive. The other minister not working. The president that is this, the president that. And we leave the first branch of government, the arrowheads of the country. When you get to know the function of these people, you will not just easily point to the executive. But these are the people who should be answering the hard questions. These are the direct representation of you. Those who are ministers, mayors, directors, superintendents, commissioners are the folks who the president appointed or nominated. Where applicable, these people went for confirmation. Your legislators are the folks who confirm them. Say, go and serve a minister, this person, that person. They were sent to work for you. And some of you from the political party, you from the Unity Party, you from the CMC, the ALP, the LP, the CDC, the ANC, you name all of the different political parties. But everything is that, oh, the president is not correct, the president is not doing this, the president is not doing that. So once you switch the focus to the executive, intentionally or unknowingly, you shield these people. The lawmakers got key functions. Some of you know, some of you don't know. And this is key to our own folks, that we get to know these people, their functions. That you keep their feet to the fire. And they in turn will keep the executive feet to the fire. They will keep the judiciary feet to the fire. You take, for instance, the president has the power to nominate the Chief Justice and other associate justices, but he don't have that power to remove them. But these are the folks who got the power to have them removed. And these are the folks who go on to confirm these people, to tell you how powerful they are. These are folks that when the president appoints, these are folks who can tell you no, they reject ambassadors in other countries. Some people, we don't even know what they're doing there. You don't get any return. These are the folks who confirm the Minister of Foreign Affairs. They will confirm the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, the Minister of Finance, the Central Bank Governor, you know, the House of Wisdom, the House of Senate. The Liberian lawmakers have three key functions. They got lawmaking, representing their constituents, which is the people, and providing legislative oversight of the government. You get that now. But every time you hear, oh, the president, oh, the president. And some of you who say these things, even while you're in opposition, you got your lawmakers who are in their numbers at times. Even if they're 2 to 3, the voices can be heard if they properly galvanize and sell a better idea other than just shouting and disrupting section. It's painful to see people who sell in the market. A young man who ride motorbike, somebody who sits from morning to night driving taxi, riding the Okada, and pay the little taxes directly, indirectly. Some of you who sit, we that use the motorcycle, we sit in vehicles, all of these things, paying transportation. The people go to the filling station. In return, we pay the president, we pay the vice president, we pay the speaker, the deputy speaker, the pro tem, and the very lawmaker. But in return, all of the focus is at this executive. Our lawmaker, let me tell you something today. For some of you who don't know, and yet think that when you are in opposition, you only look at the presidency or you look at the executive. The folks with the power to scrutinize and correct and erect the necessary checkpoints for the executive, that nobody go outside the bounds. Nobody have any missteps. Are our legislators, our lawmakers. They are so powerful that a lot of them probably do not even know the kind of a power that they have. So you find the executive riding on them. The lawmaker of this country, they got the power to draft and pass legislation, which must be agreed upon by both the House of Representatives and the Senate. And the final step in that, when they have done that, they send it to the president for it to be signed into bill, straight into law. You know, it become a law. So you see the kind of law we got in this country. These are the folks who will draft these things, or sometimes these are folks who will tell you, no, they built that the executive saying we will send it back. That's how powerful they are. You talk about representing the people. The man, the honorable man or the honorable woman, representing you from the district, you find 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 people in one district. Everybody can be at our house or the legislature. You take one person, you go be representing us over there. Go make good laws for all. Have your oversight. See what is all happening. All of the bad things. How do you write the checkpoints? They are the voice of the people, representing the interest of their constituency at the national level. That way is fine. They're representing the people. And we talk about legislative oversight. They got the power to monitor activities of the government to ensure accountability and hold the executive branch of government in check. You can't do this, Mr. President or Mr. Minister, no. They got the power to summon Mr. Finance Minister, why the people have not taken pay up to this time. Why schools are in deplorable condition, Mr. Minister of Education or Madam Minister of Education. Minister of Health, why are we not having drugs available at major public facilities, health facilities? Mr. Public Works Minister or whoever, what are we saying having bad roads? What are people still struggling? Farm to market road. Mr. Minister of Agriculture, Liberia's staple food, why are we still heavily dependent on importation rights? But we place money in the budget for agriculture. We place money in the budget for health. We place money for education and security and all of these things. Why are we hearing about, oh, every time there's a new body form at this place, and you know, the issue of crimes. Why are we not, you know, we having these kind of crime breeding community? Why we not cutting it down? What our security personnel are not fully equipped to immediately make an arrest or see certain situation. We got money in the budget. Is it that it's small? Where do we look to improve? Mr. Minister of Finance and all other, why are we still having huge amount of debt, domestic debt and international debt? But we place money in the budget every fiscal year to settle the bills, but we see it keep increasing. Mr. Minister of Finance, can you please provide us all of our debtors? Give us the list. Let's see what they did. Let's look at the work. Let's scrutinize it. Like the GSC did quite recently. Now, when it comes to the budget management, they are responsible for the approval and management of the national budget. And the people there, the budget goes to them. They sit and look all to tell you how powerful it is. Then you look at the constitutional power. The constitutional powers that these people have. They have the power to create new counties. All of the counties you see were created by them. When we say by them, mean the folks are there right now, but we're talking about our lawmakers from the past to the present. They have that power to create new counties, provide for the security of the republic. They got the power to declare war Today they go fight Guinea. And the sole responsibility in this country for unity rests with them. They are there to promote national unity. They pass the law that strengthens national integration, eliminate sectionalism, and promote positive Liberian culture. But when you wake up in the morning, the president is responsible for this. You see the kind of a power that our lawmakers have in this country? How many of them you see exercising that? You be honest with yourself. You live in districts. You live in counties. How many of you see how many of you can show that I've seen my senator? I've seen my representatives. They just quite recently returned from break. And when they came back, everybody that were given a chance to talk, they were giving complaint on how the roads, schools, and all of these things, how they will be reversed. And right after 2-3 weeks, the next day, they go back into the holidays. But they will not educate you. You join political party, you don't even know how many persons from your political party represent you. While your party you ain't got even a single person. Some of the political parties that you in, you don't even have a single representative or senator. But they are the folks with the loudest voices all around here, discussing issues that they know that they cannot even handle. So you leave these people, you pay attention only to executives. So for that reason, you gave these people the freedom, the latitude of power, a space to enjoy themselves. The president has that appointing power. Once the president appoints or make a nomination, once it is applicable that this person goes for confirmation, they got the last checkpoint there. All of the ministers went through there. From time past to present. Sometimes you hear, oh, the president violating. At times, the president look at some of these things, some of the president probably without in the mind of our past president or the current president. Sometimes they see the weakness of these folks who you elected and test the ability to see whether these things will work. And when it works, the president relax because you know he's dealing with people who are not understanding anything and the focus probably is just about money. So say they are there, they're just there. How many of you have gone to tell it, say, oh yeah, we're going today, we want to hear from our lawmaker. Some of you in the district, you claim to be intellectuals. How often do you go to the Capitol building? Say, I'm going to the Capitol building. We're going to take note of our lawmaker. Let's see how many, today's section. Some of you go and see, so what are your law? Some of you don't even know what are your lawmakers even in the district or even in the country. But listen, when they returned the other time, some of the noise that they had again that day.
Inflated claims and fraudulent settlements. Weak internal control across ministries and agencies enabling system abuse of public funds without consequence. This is not a technical failure, it is a political crime. President Bwaka administration is far from breaking this cycle, has entrenched it. Despite rhetorical commitment to transparency, the regime has failed to establish a credible debt verification mechanism, prosecute those responsible for fraudulent claims and illegal debt servicing, publish a comprehensive domestic debt registry accessible to the public. Indeed, the government continues to service questionable debts, while hospitals lack gloves, schools lack chalks, and youth lack jobs. This is not governance. It is elite racketeering under the guise of financial management. We in the Alternative National Congress demand the following: or a full legislative inquiry into all domestic deaths in queue from 1980s to 2024. Immediate suspension of payment on verified deaths pending forensic review. Criminal prosecution of officials past and present implicated in fraudulent debt accumulation. A National Debt Audit Commission, independent of the executive with civil society oversight. Liberia cannot move forward with dragging the carcass of elite corruption. The GSC report reflects a state in moral and fiscal decay. We must break this cycle or be buried by it. In this context, however, Liberia does not need another career politician. It needs a reformist with the discipline of a technocrat, the clarity of a strategist, and the courage of a revolutionary. The man is Alexander Benedict.
No! Where you expect there are some communication on the floor. Major communication to be read for them to listen and take action. Set a committee to do assessment and make report in a couple of weeks or days. They go for fact findings. Our people at the various constructions area, who do they complain about the water being polluted? Who complain about the roads say yet to be fixed? Who complain there's no school? The bridges are all damaged. These folks are the folks with the oversight. These are the folks with the power to say, we'll stop this until you live up to your corporate social responsibility. Because when the people signing these things, they say, yeah, you can't go mine because we got to go and down on here. But in the eyes of these people, and you look at things, Liberia has become, or Liberia has been a country, an extracted country, where people only extract our resources and don't give up anything much. Even though they were used all to extract it. But all of the concessions today, you find the people crying. You got, though it's situated in a particular district. It's situated in a county where you find the superintendent, you find the senators, and that lawmaker. But they're concerned when the people raise this concern, when they go to sit with the management, they compromise the interests of the people. Then you turn to executive. You turn. They will fix the signatures to these things. The problem you see here today, you hear somebody will say, Booker's construction was signed. And some of the Booker constructions that you are discussing today, some of the very lawmakers for your political party, they are still there. But you want to exempt them for the failure and only show it to the executive. The executive got our own problem. But we're talking about the first branch of government. Let them to take it bit by bit. Some of you don't even know, you sit and say, you're waiting for the next day, you got the power to remove these people. And there are processes, need procedures, how you get them removed. The House of Representatives, all of those lawmakers you see what they and the president, they got the same turning, 6 years. The president is not the one who appointed it. The president has no power to remove them. So they should have no fear. It's not like you're showing their respect. They should have no fear in exercising. They are not there for themselves. But if the salary and other benefits are delayed, they will summon the Minister of Finance to answer questions. But the staffers, those who are helping them to even make their work much easier, when they do not have the salary, those lawmakers will not summon the minister. Sometimes you're going to take protest. You got committees, different committees on education. Ask them, when was the last time the committee on education had a tour? They said, look, we're going to tour all of the public schools in this country. Do it bit by bit, bit by bit. Let's go to PCS. On a night. You got money. How can you place money in the budget and you don't have that oversight to know what are these things the people are benefiting? At this age and time, why will kids be sitting on tarpaulin? Why will kids be sitting where when raining, school activities come to an end for that day? At this age and time, you will find state security buying their own uniform to look good. When you're a security officer in Liberia, you got to use that little salary or whatever means to buy your own uniform, to buy your boots, buy your handcuff, pepper spray, and all lot of things. But they sit there. But you find committee on security, veteran intelligence affairs, big title. Chairman on judiciary, but you hear about the allegation of corruption in the judicial branch of government. The oversight. The number of young people today that are falling prey to drugs, they drive past and see these kids, these people who should be our next leader. Mr. Minister of Youth and Sport, you're responsible for the young people. Why are we still having these things? Why are we having, the team LDA? Why are we having the proliferation of ghettos? What the problem? Are you overwhelmed? Are you underpowered in terms of manpower? Or you lack logistics? What do we do? Because the homes are all sealed up. And they see the kids. Some are down in Liberia, some abroad, some here, but they feel that they are more protected because they drive them to school, drive them right back into the fences, and they think that they cannot interact with these people. So much attention will not be given. How do we get these people?
I'm good.
Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Yeah.
What are you doing? We got a lot of government vocational schools. Why are we not having people, sometimes you go to some of the vocational schools, the MVTC, you know how long it took to even graduate people from there? What's the problem? Well, you got budget. It's a small, it's a drop in the ocean. How do we improve it? The budget performance report. We'll give you $1 million for this. Can we see your performance report? That now the budget being submitted that you will, you just approve. What impact did the budget make in the lives of the people? What was the intent? We put X amount of money in the budget for roads, feeder roads. The chair on public work, the lower house, the upper house, do an assessment. Mr. Minister, why this? Some of you who are even into the political parties, you are the reasons why the people perform the way they perform because you are lazy. Your focus is with the executive. You join a party for somebody to represent you. And you see the ills in society. You see what's happening. And those who should be your voices there are not speaking. They should be answerable to you. But you leave it. You leave them. You want to go to Mr. President. Mr. President. You're not talking how to get these things done. People who should be answering questions, you are allowing them to just, go scot-free. You hear people some of our lawmakers, we brag about being corrupt. And the people in the district don't see anything wrong with that. Did you elect them to go to be corrupt when you know that they've been paid legally? Some of you have never even gone to check to know whether your lawmaker can even go to section. Sometimes some of these folks are out of this country 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Sometimes they don't even inform their colleagues. They don't even write, ask for leave, nothing of such. They go their salary, other benefits, they coming. They return when they want to return. You elect people, they live in the district, they got elected in one district and live in another district. They deceive you. Some of these people come from your political party. You're not mad at them for deceiving you, for treating you like that. You're mad at the executive. And the executive get power to go say, we'll carry your lawmaker back. You are the ones who will have all of the powers in you to question your lawmaker. You can represent us in the district, paid from the district, and you live in another district. But these things are happening. You only know for all of the bad things. The people who should correct these things. You are the folks who ask these people to go and represent you. Everybody cannot go over there. But see what's happening. Let's go for our sponsor break this morning, and we'll come back. We'll continue our discussion. Today is section day. We're having to provide you the kind of education for you to know the function of your lawmaker. What kind of functions, the kind of powers they have. So that you rest your case on the executive and focus on these people now. And you get to know where the problems are. And who should be. So even if this executive having missteps, that the folks who are responsible to checkmate them. When you lead them, no, President, we are this day, President Bakai, and it's not even happy. So the folks, let's go for Marie Maga, our prime sponsor at this segment. As usual, 8 o'clock. We go for it this morning. Let's go for it. Be right back.
Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one and only Marie Manga herbal supplement? Marie Manga is a Liberian-made herbal supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Manga herbal supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County has finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Manga hot tea supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bona Farm, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building. Kakata, Mangibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station, Ganta City, Glelu Community around the People Street, YMCA Junction, Campley City, Nimba County, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa County. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine and Health Product Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. For more information about the Marie Manga Hot Tea Supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888-856776, 0777-444-591, and 0775-499549. Yes, it's Marie Manga, Liberia owned Herbert Supplement. In your sickness, he will take care of you. Hold your heart. Hold your heart, oh sister. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Have you heard about the one and only Marie Manga Herbert Supplement? Marie Manga is a Liberian-made herbal supplement. It helps to boost the human immune system to fight against cancer, pressure, and many other sicknesses. Meanwhile, people that used to sell the Marie Manga herbal supplement in Bon, Nimba, and Lofa County has finally settled down in Moserado and its surrounding. The Marie Manga hot tea supplement is available now in the following office stations: Bonafan, opposite Mankumba Benu Tissue Factory, King Johnson Road and Clay Street intersection towards OES Transport Building. Kakata, Mangibi County, Bassa Community around the radio station, Ganta City, Glelu Community around the People Street, YMCA Junction, Campley City, Nimba County, Broad Street, opposite Facebook, Vonjama City, Lofa County. Yes, it's Marie Manga. Marie Manga hot tea supplement is a registered supplement with the Liberia Medicine and Health Product Regulatory Authority, LMHRA. For more information about the Marie Manga hot tea supplement, contact us on the following numbers: 0888 8567 76, 0777 444 591, and 0775 4995 49. Yes, it's Marie Manga, Liberia own herbal supplement.
Herbal supplement, you go there in Bonaz Farm, the folks are there opposite the Kumba Tissue Factory, set name, they are there, and you can go there and talk to them. It's a Liberia own herbal supplement. This is not something imported. It's bred from Liberia, you know, tree roots and all of these things, where you listen to all of the sicknesses and what you can do. And these things, they actually help you in terms of some of the illnesses that we're going to talk about, you know. But folks, please, I would like to welcome you. So, good morning, right? But while you are there, you can win for yourself some cash this morning by playing the Radio Entertainment Kool Cash giveaway. You got *799 *11 hash. You play $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents US. You know, yeah. You play $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents US. You know, multiple times, like 2 times. We need to start calling people to say, yeah, you know, all of these things. And this is it, and this is where we are. And you see the kind of a power that our lawmakers have in this country. Right now, you elected them to get a job done, and there are a lot of them who are more concerned about the re-election. Their entire focus to be re-elected, and not just getting the job done. That you would take your time to scrutinize or evaluate them for the 6 years. Say, look, this person 6 years, but these are the tangibles. So if we give the person another 6 years, it could be more or in the 6 years. Some of you don't even ask for district development funds. Some of the lawmakers in this country, even if they get it, they don't distinguish their personal initiative than the legislative projects. You see district, no district hall, no district office. Some of you just, that's why you keep complaining, oh, we can see our lawmaker. Even concerned, where do you drop it? Some of you don't even know your district coordinator. Some of the district, the district development council. Who are those on the council? What are the projects they have earmarked? How do we handle these projects? They use the speaker currently also now having verbal, you know, confrontation with a countryman who was banned because of domicile from contesting in the election. He talked about he will unseat the speaker now saying he will beat the man. Rather he running. The speaker Richard Kool already talking, he would run. Those are the concerns, those are the focus they are having. But as for the cardinal function, we ask you to represent us. Why are we not having these things? You electing people on the basis of party line. So you're afraid to ask them. So the only people you think supposed to answer the question, you turn to the executive. And you keep wasting your time on these things. And you allow these people. Some of the districts are so populated that public facilities cannot help. You need more. You need more. Some of the public schools today cannot absorb the number of students that you have in the district. But when people who are innovative and creative, you will sit and look at some of the public schools and use the airspace. You build the payloads. And so we are to put the building, we will raise it and put a seal. The engineer will come, they will tell you. Let's graduate from the issue of building just flat, schools building. Let's use the airspace. You take it up. 3, 4, 5-story building. That even after regular school can be used for vocational school for some of the students. But how many of them thinking in that direction? You only there when the people tell you tomorrow the party going how they want, you jump there. The party marching. The other group going to protest, you join them. You come from there and you're looking for somebody to buy you water. You're looking for somebody to find something for you to eat. People who fit, you should keep to the fire. You allow them to go scot-free. And you turn to the executive. This is shameful. Because they fail to provide you the knowledge, the kind of education. Oh, Mr. President. Oh, like the president. More like the president. When you elected the president is the president for the entire country. But that's you there. Now yourself sitting over there. You say that man I'm a senator, this man I'm a representative, or the woman I'm a representative of myself. That's you there. That's your representation over there. So when they are not performing, you have all of the power to question them. But you leave it. You in opposition. You criticize government from morning to night, from morning to night. But the government you criticizing, I don't know the irony and the rationale in it. Your government you criticizing, you got people from your party that are in the very government. You talk about, oh, corruption, this. But the very people are part and parcel of the government. And you don't call them and question them to book. You hail them. And you want to separate them from the eye. When these people got the power to erect it, the necessary checkpoint. We talk about check and balances. But we hear about this. We hear about that. Some of the lawmakers today, I asked them when last they took a tour in the district. Some of these districts got industry. They are polluting the community. The corporate social responsibility, they don't even do it. Some of the generators, they polluting. They send the air, the black smoke. The kids are there. They don't care. And you see, few hen or young people will just go to defend because you think you can receive $5, $10. You insult your friends on the social media for these people. Then tomorrow you come back and bring Skellington from the closet to tell us this person did this, this person did that. The people are not even accountable to the people. Money in the budget. We talk about auditing them today, confusion among them. They're looking for how many years, where they should start from this place to that place. Because at the end of the day, the care is not taken, it will not happen. Only say these things to tell the people how transparent they are. Some of you guys are lawmakers. Every time they go to section, are only to the steering. Section will be adjourned. You know how painful it is? You pay people to just go and disturb. You elected people to just be some order. Ask them to review the house standing rules. How do they punish the colleagues? They are not there for themselves. They are representing people. And every time they go to section or plenary, it's for serious business. It's not where people carry play. It's where people are focused on issues. Some of your lawmakers have never ever debated any issue on the floor or argued for the district. They are there for themselves. You elected people who are richer than the district that they represent. They got school, they got clinic, they got university, they got this one, they got that one. Ask, what can we show for the district? They say, okay. Ask for the district account. So we built a multi-purpose house where people can use for wedding, reception, and different the other activities. People pay, the money go into the account, create jobs, and a whole lot. Some of the districts in this country, you go there, you see vast land where agricultural activities can take place. When the district is engaged into agriculture, no innovation, no creativity. Where the lawmaker will sit with the folks, the district development council, we see this farmland. We can plan rights, or we see this. Who got this place? Says you are not ready. Can the district buy it, or can we use it or lease it for X amount of time that we can plant cassava? And every time we harvest, the people in the district can have something to eat, not just giving it free on the market. The proceeds from that go to an account, and you look for another development. Where do you direct these things? And say, let's say, some of them driving this morning. They're listening. They're ashamed of themselves. A lot of them. Some of them learning. These are just things, Others are doing these things in other countries. We fight for vehicles. We know it's in the blood, yes. But for experience at that time, the people priority must be placed first. So yeah, let's prioritize the folks. Let the people eat first, we eat later. That's not the case. They fight to get vehicle. Government were allowed 45,000. Some of them buy vehicle that they cannot even drive in the district because the roads are bad. But the kind of vehicle that they purchase cannot give them the access to the entire district where they can pass. Because those vehicles are super luxury vehicle. You don't just temper away just anywhere. So they wouldn't use it to go to work or use it for other occasions. So you would not see them like that. But when elections are around the corner, you will certainly see them coming again. They will start to walk around. Some of the action the executive can take, these are the folks that you should be questioning. These are the folks to answer the question. Why this happening? And be more focused. And be more focused on the issue of why these things are happening. Why? But we got somebody sitting over there We got somebody sitting one, we send this person to represent us. But why are we having all of these things happening? You see, all of these things happening. All we do, we leave these things, we just argue on different things. But, you know, we need to understand all of these things. Liberia is at a crossroad. The problem in this country, have some focus force. Look at the power, the functions of these lawmakers. And you take the weight off the executive to some extent. These people who today we're talking about the corrupt, they were confirmed. And some of the folks who confirmed them know very well in the past, they work with some of these people, they know some of these people record, they know exactly these people are not good public servants, but yet they say they send them. Then you still turn to the executive. The president cannot appoint everybody he knows or she knows. Sometimes based on recommendation. There are folks surrounding the president with the president, but those who go to do the confirmation should learn to do the due diligence. What kind of a history do we check on these people? Look for criminal record. See in your past where you work, let's get your history that this is nothing of such. You only look at because the people bring paper, empty papers that you cannot function on. So the problems at the end of the day, it fall on the ordinary people. We complain, and when the president takes one action, we politicize it. Where do we go from here? The lawmaker got no function. So keep playing this morning. You dial star 799 star 11 hash. $100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents US. You play on multiple times, you win 4,000 Liberian dollars. And there are other fabulous prizes to be given out as well. But the lawmaker under the spotlight this morning. For once, let's get this kind of education. Listen to sometimes how these people speak. Listen to the noise.
I remember last budget year, the ministry.
Mr. Kumi is not tainted by the patronage network that have bankrupt our future. He is not a product of the warlord economy, nor a member of the post-war elite consensus. He is a private sector veteran who understands systems, accountability, and results. His record at Coca-Cola is not just corporate, it is global, disciplined, and transformative.
Yo, he's a business professional man. Yo.
Distinguished guests, fellow youth leaders, partisans, and well-wishers. The announcement of a 10 million
Relatives are affected. Yes. Sometimes that they're concerned to some people always around personal issue. Because you from the other village and you know there's no school there, they put know that they play from. So when they put raise it, that's the time you want school to go there. You will talk about RIA repeatedly. This problem, the lighting problem, the wrong way, this. Nobody wants to talk about it. Until some of their relatives and friends are on the flight and something happens, you call the management to come and answer to you. But All of the problem right now, they sit, they wait. The reactionary tendency. They are not proactive. When they think ahead, see things and prevent it, you won't know where to react. And you hear these things, oh, they executed this, they executed that. These are your representations. These are the folks who should be answering the questions. Folks, these are the folks that should be answering some of the very hard questions. You listen to some of them, you hear some of the issues. They say these things, they don't go there. See the number of transactions. See today how Liberians are still crying. Just the other day, the Minister of Labor was in line, appealing to the company to at least try to appoint Liberian managers now. It's time for them to start. How can we be appealing on this kind of thing? One man just said unilaterally say give him 500 acres of land to Burkina Faso. Where you took that kind of power from? Who gave you that kind of power? Where you should be recommending to the executive at this time for dismissal. But somebody will go stand to defend it. When the president takes action now, they say the president, because the man from the other party or because the man this. But these are this troubling time for our country. When we should have leaders who will focus and have the interest of the people and get some things done. But not so. It's the other way around. When will we have a robust first branch of government to say yes, that even if you becoming president, the fear, you know, you're meeting people who will not compromise anything but the interest of the country. All of our presidents, Madam Ellen Johnson did the same. She ride on them for 12 years. None of them would stand her. Almost everything that she said that they were able to sign it because she knew how to deal with them. She knew that money was just the order of the day, and she knew that people who were not intellectually inclined. Yeah. 12 years. Before Madam Sani left her, you know how many bills she submitted? You know how many she rejected from them? But they were there signing her own. Until today, we get another batch of people. Under the former president, George Weah. We all say, oh, the man weak, the man this. But you saw how he scored on them. It's not just because he had, a party had the numbers there. Because they are staying. And this is the problem that we got in this country. You think because you come from a political party and you're the ruling party, so you think everything that comes from the executive should just go through. You're not doing right to the people of the country. There's somebody who will sit in the same party and see these things, but you will leave it, only transfer it to the president. People who got the power to tell the president no. You will allow the executive to run them. And when the bad things happen, they exempt themselves. Come, take for instance, I'll call names. Take for instance, if you say the Ellen Johnson government was corrupt, they failed the 12 years at the time, what do you say about those who were there? What happened to the likes of Zoe Emmanuel Penn? What happened to Edwin Snow? What happened to Honorable Thomas Fowler? You start to name them. These are folks who stay around. What happened to Samuel Koga? If you tell us that the George Weah led government failed, what happened to Askawa Great in 12 years? Buffett Chima. And you can go and name them. Why are we exempting these people? Why would you say that? What did they do? What were the issues they spoke on? Folks, this is Liberia. We have not been true and real to ourselves because of the leaders that we have elected. These are the people function. These are the kind of power that they got. You don't question them. You allow them to do what they want to do, and you only run to executive. Shortly we'll go to the lines to take in your calls. It's just a little bit of saving. It's not just about shouting and shouting and shouting. It's about giving the function. You got district with what district office. Nobody know the district office. You don't see the district office. And whole lot of things. But these folks are the folks that you don't pay key attention to. You only pay attention to the minister, to the director. No accountability. One lawmaker will leave without a 10-over note. The next man come there, copy the same OT. Oh yeah, you are in charge of this district for 3-4 years, for 6 years, 12 years. You left. We have not gotten a report on your departure. 10-over note. The district account, the district account. What do we have? So how much money? What are some of the projects? Legislative projects that you undertook. What are some of the legislative projects that you initiated, that you have started, or a kick up? But this is the point. Can you show up? Because sometimes the issue of the people, the knowledge that they lack, some of these folks will leave. Some of the legislative projects that they started with taxpayer money because nobody cares to follow up. They go on to complete it and own it for themselves. And you got the power to make your lawmaker to answer questions. Whoever leaves a lawmaker after the election, you got the power to take them to law. If they fail to account for the stewardship, but you don't do that, you allow the people to go scot-free. Can you tell us, yeah, you are in power for the X more years? Tell us what you did. What the district? As far as you're concerned, when somebody leaves, you got nothing to do with it. Some of the lawmakers, after they got defeated, the current lawmaker wrote them to know exactly what are some of the projects they undertook in the name of the district, to separate their personal initiative and that of the district initiative, legislative initiative. You don't do that. You're focused in the morning on executive. Executive. You don't vote for minister. You don't vote for director. It's your lawmaker that go on to confirm these people. That's why these people should be the one you question. But you will leave it. You got 10, 15 lawmakers for one party. Even if they're in opposition, they're weak. They join the same people. You see the other thing happening in the country, but you only focus on one. How do you exempt your people when these are the folks who will be fighting for you? You got 10, 15 lawmakers for your party. And you still see them. We saw it during the impacts. People who claim to be this, they were divided. Some of them went to the illegal black. Some of them were the legal black. And you still see these people to be strong party people. And you expect the best out of them. It's time I go to the line this morning. I'll speak to our caller this morning. Call us on 0775 919 919 080 919 919. Are the numbers you can call us on to be part of the conversation this morning on this edition of the Morning Ride. So call us now 0775 919 919 080 919 919 and be part of the conversation and whatever this morning.
Oh yeah, you know I can struggle to score.
So you mean score 2 goals?
This time, yeah, I scored 2.
You are the high goal scorer.
Definitely.
So that goes more important than letting people say trying to escape from most of the country will be sad there. No, me let you go sad the country.
For the district, is even calling for a district report while he is calling for audit of the superintendent. But so Liberians are just in the business of electing leaders. They don't care about how the leaders function, and then they be accountable for their actions. Has always been a very serious problem, and it's affecting this country because we cannot put people into very credible positions and then account for that stewardship. We cannot elect people to positions. We cannot appoint people to positions and they don't account. It's been so wasteful on our part. Accountability has been a very serious issue in terms of monetary value, materials. Things have been lost and wasted in the past only because people don't account.
And as of by that's why we're calling for a total reform of all of our laws in this country. There should be a law that whoever becomes representative or senator upon your departure, you must give full account of the stewardship. But we don't see these things happening. People will leave, no accountability, no time. What you find in the next election, they come back to after being defeated, they wait for another election. They come back.
Yeah.
We're all accounting for how they were there.
No,
they say come back on the people because they know the ignorance and the poverty of the people. So because the people do not know the function of lawmakers in Liberia, so they come back and the people will go against sometimes and see them as the best option and bring them right back. Some of the folks who even left for here and went to other places to contest and they won. So how many of you people came back or went to check to those places when they were there? You didn't because today they will fool you. They will build things and you have seen it. You say but you know what? Those things are not for you.
Pastor, now why they are in a position and you're writing the instruction, you think that for the district. But when they leave the position, they become a personal property. They private property. Then you begin to pay the assets of properties.
That's why we say people should account for the stewardship. You gave them these things. When they leave, there should be a 10-word note. Because how can a man deceive you? The man when he got one big land, he's put farm there, he employed few people, they farm for the man. The man build housing unit, you're renting, that the man money.
Yeah.
You say the man doing well for. How is the man doing well for the district or the county? When these properties are not for the district. How many districts can point and say we got a multi-purpose hall? That when the other representative came and he left, that property still remains for the district. How? How many? In their tenure, look at somebody and ask how many public schools were built under the watch because of the number of students cannot be absorbed by the 1 or 2 public schools in the district.
Yeah.
So they were able to lobby, convince the college, convince the Minister of Finance, see the name, and build other schools to add up. How many presidents, how many lawmakers will take a tour in the district to see the public health facilities as one of the, they can actually absorb the number of people that will be going to see medication on a daily basis. And if so, can we add an annex or can we strategically look and see whether we can place another clinic at this position?
Yeah.
You leave all of those things, you only run to executive. Go the president there, go the president that. You know the kind of power these people got?
And the president put a position so that they can function and to be accountable.
And the people are the people, they are responsible for the approval and the management of the national budget. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
That the people that got power to even declare war. You say, let's go for and sell them for 2 days. Let's talk to our callers on the line now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Good morning, information, growth and instrument brown.
Yeah, Webster, go ahead.
I don't like the way when information broke scream about district development. I don't know what we really do about women. It really got to me when you scream about district development fund. Where is the district development fund chair into the house? Look at district 4 right now. For the past 2 years, there is no district office, but it's collecting a district form. There is no district office for even a complete or a letter to go into. That's the thing that the district is facing. Where is the district chair? Schools, people in the community within the district are suffering when it comes to the public school. Need care.
Yeah. Some of the folks who are chairing the district development council need to answer some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Not just pulling the lawmaker, because the lawmaker can will set up these things. They so intend for district development. Mm-hmm. So if a new lawmaker can, they will normally dissolve the DDC. But how are we dissolving it? Are we leaving people off the hook that they just go? What are some of the projects? Because some of them they were in possession of even material for the district. Some of them were in material with cement, shovel, hoe, and the digger. There are a lot of other things. Some of them, there were things that were already being procured. They had a receipt in their possession.
Mm-hmm. True.
Some of them went for it and they took it.
But in the day, they took those things as a personal property.
Sure.
The district. There's a reason why, Ambassador, every time you find a period of the regime, you ask, what has been left? What was procured by these officers or these folks that were in the offices? Because the next person come and start from scratch. Like this, what call it district office. All the districts have come for office today. You don't see one person. Don't feel I'm trying.
Good morning.
It's difficult.
Good morning. Let me say good morning to now. This, and I joined the national conversation one of that the lawmaker distribution of 5 we are maybe. Let me appreciate you for the discussion. You know, would you? The sad part about it, they will collect district development fund every year. Every single year they collect the district development fund. The worst part about it, when they call it district development council, it's a stools, a damn pig.
That's why they should not be left out. Even the people in the district, they got the power to prosecute these people to get a concerning lawmaker. The former lawmaker in those districts don't want to give account. There were people who were chair. You go to the district development council former chair and collect him or her and take them to tax. That is time to take action in this country. You're too slow in this country now.
When the person they do it, the first person is
when they drag somebody without talking just at a particular person. So how will you mention name? We're talking about all across. So those who been district development council chair, you still got the power to go for them. When they go for them, then when they mention the former lawmaker, then you go for the lawmaker. But since they were there chairing development, so they should be held liable to answer questions.
You know, you mentioned the Bible one. You mentioned that option.
Yeah. You go for them.
Yeah, but there should be a counter.
Yeah.
They should account for the actions.
There were people. The 12 years on the 12 years on people serve a lawmaker. You have only one person there at DDC chair. So in that 12 years, all the money that went over there, those people should not be off the hook. The corruption thing, you only focus on national government. Some of the people in the community that were given responsibility to help develop the district, they rob the district. You are not allowed to be walking scot-free and just be pointing finger at executive.
And they are very much fast in that one.
Yeah.
Everything the executive, they leave those who are in the position.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Go ahead.
I think this is part of most general conversation to my partner mistake. We can try to so everything that you're saying is issue. The past election on any level, up and down, this is my six and have an office, up and down in very inner, have office and acting dream. Because to really get out of the construct of fucking this was this, and it's public, all the projects go on acting dreams. This is what they have done for the year, over four decades.
But have the people of the district asked the lawmaker what is the hold?
We will see a communication on that issue, but we are getting any details from the lawmaker up and down. And
Thank you.
Okay. The thing is, Liberians, when in your favor, you don't want answers. Good morning. Good morning, Woji there. Go ahead.
good morning, Nathaniel.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I listened to one of the chorus who was very specific regarding district number 4 office. At times when you come to the district, try to see don't behave as if to say you are not comfortable. I'm talking about Western politics, Western to be great to move on, meet on the state media, international media, that people can say they should go last district office. It is unfortunate. So I want to appeal to him, anytime he's calling, he get a right to condemn or let him people.
But where is the District 4 office located?
District 4 office, where I'm calling you for a very thing can bring that, and we say for 10 years.
Where is it?
I just in the Nigerian shop. My customer district number 4 office is there. It's the same also we use to campaign. After campaign, they what we have.
Okay.
Now, you see, this is the problem. It will cost the other lawmaker. Now, they said they pay for 6 years. So, how can the district be renting?
So, after 6 years,
yeah, so after 6 years, if the lawmaker is not re-elected,
where are the fundings that were allocated for the particular district?
That's why we're asking that the former lawmaker should be able to answer for her stewardship. All of those who were defeated.
I'm saying, like, you want to respond to something, whether because he said was specific. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Someone is not somebody that is invested. They may get money, but we're looking for space, and they're trying to pay for that we left there.
No. They might get money or the district have money. Because it's not a personal property.
We don't want.
Yeah.
It's pay for that area. I wish I was not the lawmaker. I'm not saying district doesn't have money. So with the people taking from my brother, we are very trying by all of us to convince the people at least to do it. So can you rest a financial structure, but it's not money. So we're looking for space. You can get any space. Who the district must go sure they will buy it and build a district.
Well, I don't think district 4 is short of space for district office. It's just that people are not sorting out for the right area. So when you know to move, and when that announcement is off, somebody will feel that area.
Brother, you see, one of the problems we are faced with here, and this is why every time you find a new lawmaker when they get there, they actually give them an answer where to start from. Now you see the lawmaker, he just got elected. He came and did not need an office for the district.
Yeah.
Which is one of the most disheartening things that should not even be taking place. But there should be always something for any government or any lawmaker to start from.
But you want to tell me the whole district cannot own?
But now what we're saying, they say, oh yeah.
Because the last time I can remember doing the then lawmaker, or Dennis, the district office around Soklin Junction going to put a power way there. So the lady was renting because the lawmaker can't into another area.
And you know one of the things, let me say again, those lawmakers, when they become lawmaker, if you notice, they are more concerned securing area for the party and headquarters than the district headquarters. They're more concerned how to get. They put all of the energy and time in securing for the district, for the party than other folks. Let's talk to other callers. Good morning.
Thank you, gentlemen. So this is Pastor David on the stage. So I think Liberians have always been informed and aware that some of the problems are from the legislature. We have said that several. We always asked that we want a legislature that will be so independent. We said that several. I remember there was a time you were asking us to whether our lawmakers were Robertson lawmakers. We said that several. But this is a different now on this president. Remember, the current speaker said he is a regime speaker. Richard Point is on record that he is a regime speaker. Obviously, when you are a regime speaker, then you are not even answerable to the presidency. So you work as the work of the president instead of being an independent worker.
So what happens? So what happens to the opposition lawmakers?
You agree first to that, right?
No, I'm not here to agree or disagree. I'm asking what happened to the lawmakers that there. Thank you. You're so difficult to understand issue. Simple thing you ever want to understand it. Good morning.
Good morning, Wiki and good morning to the Liberian people. Wiki, there's the voice of Samuel Sakara Johnson. I speak to you from PCA this morning. Look, you guys are stressing a very good point this morning. And I think this is...
We're talking about serious national issue. You're still going to presidency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how our parents are. So, yeah, but we need this is, this is a serious education for most of our young people.
Yes.
Okay, right? And you spoke, you started a very good point with the issue of political parties and lawmakers, right? And that's what many times it baffles me when you have political institutions, political leaders are chastising the executive. But mind you, these individual guardian lawmakers are very,
yeah, and that's the irony of the entire thing there. You find them, yeah.
Today the CDC is causing a loud law, but you know what? They got over 80 to 20 lawmakers sitting at the Capitol building. They are not rejecting any proposal from the executive. They are not scrutinizing any proposal. And we as intellectuals who claims to be calling on this very platform, we only criticize the lawmakers because we want attention. Look around the corridor today, most leaders according to them say, oh, we get district office. These were the largest laws and lawmakers yesterday. But today they are working with lawmakers. No, there is no time they need to critique most of the lawmakers. And this is the irony of our society. So when we are talking about it, we are talking about a holistic issue and not about the presidency. And that's what many of us have always believed. That the problem of Nigeria have always been the legislature.
Yeah.
Because we are...
And somebody telling us the speaker work at the way and pleasure of the president. You call and say that kind of thing. Even if you want to speak on the political angle. How can you stop that also in the public?
It just clearly demonstrates the limitation of our young people in this country. Because the speaker is elected by the people, elected by the body to serve as speaker. He is not subjected if I need to tell me what goes on the agenda. For the day. But today, many of our young people, because of this, party system and wiggy and
thank you.
Our country.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
And the issue that even the past government was affected by it. This government is affected. Even if we don't handle this, the next government will be a continuous process.
Go into districts, go into counties. You will see political party. They man from this party he won, but he got party. Go to district number 8. When the citizens were evicted. And at the party headquarters, the party headquarters once I started getting people. You know.
Yeah.
You get elected by the people. You more concerned finding place for your party than finding place for the district. And this thing must stop.
And if you make the district office a partisan area, a party area, Ambassador, you bring segregation because there are other people in the district who are not from your party.
There are some people that are afraid to even go there.
Yeah.
Even if you say you call a town hall meeting.
Yeah.
There are some people who they want to speak, they will not speak.
Yeah.
They might not be recognized.
But let it be a property of the district.
You are not a representative in a district.
Now, anybody we can go there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Betty, go ahead, Jones.
You're welcome.
Let me first start by registering my dissatisfaction yesterday as to that. That I would say on many occasions you refer to people that disagree with you as Jack Radish. When you call it, you said yes, I refer to that song with the into it. But man, get it. You've been a young girl. I'm fine. All religions of education. 1 million times. I will far and a master degree. So that was sad mistake yesterday. People can disagree with you, but you cannot question academic credential. What you do in life to be interactive, but you can win the person.
Good morning. Hello. He's still on the line.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You're still on the line.
You want to say where you have a life to be interactive, for the public to be the judge, or you cannot, just kind of descend that way. All right, now to the issue. You said you just focus on the issue of accountability. As for accountability, our leaders should account for the stewardship. Well, here's my point. The president of the Republic of Liberia, they should start with his office and travel on numerous occasions out of this country. When law has his office account for taxpayer money that he received, it is our money that was spent to carry from one country to another. When law has his
That's not what we're discussing.
But then when you put question how you understand the conversation, then you get problem.
Executive accountability.
Stay in the bathroom.
What we're saying, these things, no. What you going for, what we are saying, we're not discussing executive. What we're saying, the people who are responsible to checkmate the executive.
Then after all the lengthy process, you still go somewhere else. Then you say, when people say, you do say, I never question whether when you go to school. I will question you are able to understand the person appointing power. That's what I say to you. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, Fadolo?
Yeah, thank you very much for the letter. I find it so for my own insight personal this morning.
Hey, Nimakante.
You guys, hey, Nimakante.
Oh, go ahead.
You guys sell it all. Look, we shouldn't put blame on the executive. The legislature have their own responsibility to perform their duty. They are not performing their duty. That is busy.
The constitution even gave the people the power to impeach the president.
Yeah.
Then why would they be running the president?
They can checkmate the president. They can call the president to action.
To impeach the president, to impeach anybody.
The chief justice and all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more power than that.
No. The essence that they are taking for now, but then they don't worry, they're going to come up with new leadership. Now they fight as between them. Who will want to take over on Moose and all on with me and find out? Because all of them are in is to get money to focus on the next election. That's all that focus. They are not answerable to that district. They created that district that some of them are part of. They are not either want to know that.
How is this difficult to understand? Okay, Walter, let's talk to the superintendent of Mosoro County, Warwick Bryant. Good morning, Warwick Bryant.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, Melvin. Go ahead.
Hello.
Good morning. Okay. He's off the line. You know, I don't understand. Every time you bring issues, they go outside the back. Then when somebody question their comprehension ability, then they decide to talk about why they go to school. It's not about why you go to school. This is a specific issue we are talking about. These people have the power. They form part of the first branch of government with the authority vested into them. They don't want to exercise this.
And see the kind of power. The president at the end of every year report to them.
Who do they go to report to? They don't go to their people. They don't go to the president to report. They are required to go to their people to report to them.
That just close the eye.
Yeah.
It tells you to the extent the president don't even have a seat over there.
No, he's a stranger.
After o'clock, he stands at the door and walks straight and starts reading. Or if that woman she starts to read the report, you know. But that's the kind of power.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Go ahead, Joseph Kokwe.
Good morning. A pleasant morning to Wiki. And again, I want to appreciate both for your call from the city of Pinsville. Natalia, what you are discussing this morning is very cardinal to the growth of our country. In our propagated country, you see, the lower and the upper house. And Nathaniel, I want to reduce the debate this morning to our beloved division number 4. You know, it's happening this morning for what you have even called to talk about a district office. It's a sad day. Nigeria, sir, that thing you talk is a district office.
So are you saying that the area that what you talk about is the Nigeria shop that is being called the district office?
Do you know the office? Do you know the office?
And make sure structure and we give it. I want you to send a generator in the morning. Then I see the structure now. What the year is breaking about. Calling it a district office. More beside when we send the road paper, they are brother, and then we give it. I'm calling our road paper this morning. The issue about him constructing a school, a vocational school in Southern community, it has need. It has need. We want you to clear the air. As for why I lay in the near number 4, because my former boss, that's why the reason why I reserve for her. The killer we talked about today, that killer is in need. About the Nigerian shop, that killer we talked about LGB now. She said over the death today, when someone reserve, that place in Rosa they need. The city go to Makatomo. Makatomo answer question about the potential.
Okay, but you people are the one who's supposed to call and question.
Yeah, but you are electric.
Yeah, you people.
And he's a lawmaker. What are you both doing?
And this is the thing that we have always been.
Let me talk to Superintendent Warwick Bryant. He's on the line. Good morning, Honorable.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Look, the problem in the capital building is Nigeria. You can develop art and clear and develop the position of us.
Sure.
So that is the most important for it. So I know the problem, but it's that out. It's like you say, I'm more than 100%. When you stop asking the non-members to do what is not, what fund not to do at all. But it's not their final responsibility. Then you never know, now you have to say to who are accountable for not doing the right thing. And this is okay. So, this is, the Nigeria business are determined only for the so-called continuation. Inside the local government structure. If you come to the district morning and you build a district office to get our phone, and any couple of years, that district is redo and get that in our office is still another district. What happens is another district they do? That's why you have local government structure. You have cities, you have townships, you have clients, you have signals. These are the places that you have offices. Not the government building district office.
Okay.
You will take a consideration of the staff and the office of our office. So you want to be a district office or a district administrator, they are quite a different staff. So you are very confident a district office just for that 3 years. And then after you know, yes. And then maybe after 2 years, and you do not take a different office in the court. And then that district office that you sell the money on. And not just a responsibility, what you think. When you look at some of these other things, you have to take office to determine the natural district. So why they do that? We have former or not because the best of things now, right? We have to do one quarter what we to do. And not just, blasting them and want to be heard and blasting. If the government of this office is the cabinet building, if the government has a place in the district where people can come and use the law and present and the political thing, what else do you want to do? You want to offer building, building with big corporate roads? In other countries where they practice local government, they have communication for a representative. The representative is living in a township. The community in a township office. And the township office all works with the community for the representative of that local government. But if you say that you have a practice, but if you say what you have with the just for the whole I don't know if you got one thing to go. So I know we're coming along, but you know, talk about it. It's also the issue that's been in the issue when come out of the house. And now the other thing is, there is no more district development council as per the new law.
Mm-hmm.
The District Development Council, as per the new law, there is no more District Development Council as per the Local Government Act. What we do have now is District Advisory Council, and that does not apply to the electoral district. That applies to administrative district established by law. So only the electoral district, we say what it says, administrative district, they told you administrative district. Cases where administrative district, those districts can have legal advisory council. All the other electoral districts are not considered only local government. Local government has to work on established local structures, the township, the city, the client, and not the electoral district. Electoral is only for the person. I just want to see that one.
Superintendent Brian, before you go, let me just ask this question based upon your expose. Are lawmakers furthering this aspect of the local government structure that they can work in line with the folks? Because I still see that district lawmakers are still having a district office apart from those local government structures. Is it working now?
No, but there's nothing wrong. The district representative can have a district office for the convenience of his wife. He has nothing to do. He has nothing to do with the local government structure there. The district is just the wife. He's actually just the local government structure. He has a free what he does with his wife office, official office. So there is nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
There's nothing absolutely wrong with that.
Okay.
The law makeup will really establish the whole development council. Who are to directly identify the project and other things want to do. There's nothing wrong with that. It has nothing to do with the local government structure. We don't see any local government structure. We went together, we were there between us, between our village and we put it all.
Okay.
That's what they ought to know as Nigerians, that someone will take this thing to call the structure of the court that developed people. So, we that developed people is a clear representation of Nigeria. We'll not say what I want.
Okay, Sue. Thank you for your contribution this morning on the platform. And that's exactly
you see, there's something I want to say as well. Before the Local Government Act, we still talking about or calling for people to account.
Mm-hmm.
There were District Development Council.
Sure.
People served. There were other projects that were earmarked. Where did they go?
Mm-hmm.
How far? You know?
Now with the transition of the District Advisory Council.
How do we, because how do you turn it over to a local government structure?
Yeah.
To know that somebody, because we don't want sense it and nobody going after people to account for their stewardship, and you turn it into your own.
Mm-hmm.
You turn it into your own because we don't want to see projects that were being undertaken, a legislative project, and the lawmaker lost the election, and because at the end of the day it becomes a property for the lawmaker.
Whereas it was the district funding that was used to sponsor or facilitate those projects.
Because most of the time you hear are doing this for the district, and most of the people do not even ask as to whether you bought this place in the name of the district or you bought it for yourself. But while you say that a lawmaker, you will use it in the interest of the district. It's going to be clear with this thing, but most of the time you hear them say it's for the district. It's for the district.
Yeah.
But the documentation, very hard to come to proof. They'll say, yeah, this is for the district. Whoever comes, they will continue from there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Turn over notes. So if you're initiating some projects and in the name of the district or you yourself undertaking it, we need to know some of these things. But the issue of people just serving and just walking, that's why I want to commend Women Pay. In his sacking, he has set up a smooth transition, and I've lauded the president for the time you are given to serve. He not letting no cat out of the bed to say, oh, or because of this or because of that. He preached the president that it's good. I mean, the time the president gave him to serve, because it's not easy to serve your country in those positions, in those capacities. So every time you're given a chance to go there, make sure you serve the people. Make sure you want to serve the people. These things are always good.
Sure. But imagine more than 5 million plus the president found favoring you and say, come be with me, let's lead.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a privilege.
In fact, accountability is a serious problem for our country.
And that's why most of the folks in this country don't want to allude to it.
Yes, it is destroying, and we want to see people being prosecuted for corrupt acts. But these people, after crying, when you go for them to answer for the stewardship or the action, somebody will tell you politically motivated. You find people, the very same people who cry are the folks who will go there in solidarity, they will agree, but they not go to watch the process, but go to defend. To say, let's look at it, then the whole process be very impartial. Let's test the system, let's see how the system works. But we will prejudice somebody prosecution. We will presume the final judgment on a bit.
Yeah.
And we expect different outcome. You know,
sure.
we got to get rid of this thing. We got to get rid of this thing. You know, about a few months ago, a few weeks ago, we're on this platform, and I said something. And this is something we hope that it might not enter in the head of the president. It is, yeah, once fit or whatever, we think, yes. Joseph and Jerry Coty now, he say he finished endorsing the president for 2022 now.
President Fred, all the president is related to them.
He finished endorsing the president, President Boaga for 2020 now. We saw, look, let's be honest, we need to be honest with the thing. We say a 92 years old president that hardly worked in Cameroon won election. 80-some years old man in Ivory Coast won election. We don't want people surrounding the president to damage the representation and think that Mr. President and start to show all of these different examples. They say, Mr. President, you can make it. Mr. President, you can make it. You can still go. Paul Biya stay there. Alassane Ouattara stay around. Let us try to see how best we can start looking around. Today, as God could have it, Tech 1847, we got 3 ex-presidents. Though one is behind bars, at least we got 2. We can see, we can hear, they speak. So, we know people surrounding the president will look at him and saying that he fit, he can make it because they want to be there. They want to be there, they want to be around to do what they want to do. They want to be around, what we see him, that he's fit.
Yeah.
And we tell him, Mr. President, Paul Biya older than you. And you see, look at Paul Biya walking. The man speaking on that, just the other day, the man was sitting on a platform. They get a man, they got, you know, they were questioning him. They had to be telling him, the people in my group, the voice not coming up. You know, the man went to France, Emmanuel Macron received him. That's no step to claim it out. They got a bracing people from the other side, No, let's be honest.
What you still want to do?
This continent now is telling you to be something. I don't know why people reach such age and you still won't be on the people.
You want that in power or what?
Mugabe did the same thing after setting all the good records. And we're not taking about
all the years you have served as president, even for your age now, if you leave the president, you'll still be your president because you'll still be someone that will be called upon at every given time.
Yeah.
You'll be honored. But why you still won't be in the leadership of the country?
And the point of that, Malova, at the end of the day, you start to heavily depend on people to exercise your function. And while exercising it, you don't have that kind of authority or that kind of energy to know whether these things are working. And you see them doing their own thing. They don't want to know. Let's talk about African continent. Look at Equatorial Guinea. How can the father and son be president and vice president?
Yeah.
How? Why would you treat a people like that? What kind of problem have come to the continent as well?
Only because 1 year is supposed to be in the power.
Mugabe, after all the year independent father, everybody love him, this. The legacy, he started to damage it. You still won't be president at age 95. At the end of the day, the people had to remove you or to agree you die. Look at Paul Biya. I ain't thought this up. What kind of thing is that?
I
won't know.
Be home and be
you know, we got history of copying funny things from around the world and want to see it apply here. We got history of that. Let it not be that way. Let it be for the president himself, that when he sees it fit. But honestly, I would say after the 6 year, we want to see President Biden be well seated as former president and advising whatever government that comes. Because we don't want the part where internal ranking starts. We saw that with former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in her 12 years. She did not groom anybody, though the current president or vice president for 12 years with her, but yet she did not show the kind of a sign that you my predecessor or you my successor. You the one going to succeed me.
True.
So at the end of the day, he struggled on his own and did not get elected. He was not elected. At the end of the day, he fought with the help of other political parties. Today he's president. So if for any reason that the president sees a fit, he needs to start grooming somebody. You don't have to come in the public to just say it, but if you know the vice president will not be the best fit to have it replaced, sometimes some of these things, you got to start letting it out gradually. Because we give typical example. There are too many folks just within the CDC who felt they were the most likely people to, after president, we had to be president.
True.
And today that's the reason why they found all the means to have him to be back to be president. We saw one president that stayed 27 years on or in this country. Yeah. We are seeing some of our presidents after a long period in power, they will fly them for medication, to see medical attention, they die there. The continent will need to change, and this is the first independent country on this continent.
I should be leading.
We should not look. There are major things that Liberia need to speak to too. There is no fear in telling people. People went through, it was because of a lot of countries got independent. Why are we just sitting and lie things? We're not going to fight people, but we're just sitting and lie things happening.
Yeah.
We are the father of this continent. We must lead by example. We must learn to speak truth to power. Even let the record be there that we spoke. And I love the president when he was being interviewed sometimes on the BBC when they talking about the issue of Palestine and Israel. He was being clear that Liberia is an independent country and has the right to be friends with whoever, but what was taking place over there, the world need to pay attention and make sure that it stopped. He didn't have to go and condemn, you know, because he knows exactly what to say. But we think that what is creeping on the African continent, we need to be mindful that we don't apply it yet. My Lord, Bar, you were sitting on the same platform when we started talking about the number of coups that were taking place. We started to laugh and joke today. We got a number of countries today with Gentile leaders.
Yeah. Sure.
And that's just how you see political parties now acting in this country. Recycle politicians. Somebody form one party, everybody jump from there, you go to the other side. Look at CMC. Look at the crisis in it. Look at we're all coming from the closet. And you know, if I go back for president, Honorable Larry Yoga, Honorable Benedict defeated, and saying he regretting why he even supported Unity Party. This is a man you said will never be you. The man now today You work for him and bad shit. You gotta know how long when you don't get up. You gotta one person get the money. The old people of yesterday don't want to change the political ways. The young people are copying it and getting even worse.
True.
The deception that coming in the country is too high. People laugh with you, they undermine you. You do it all, they don't count. Yeah? How do the country get developed? When we see the level of deception. They will continue related to all the presidents. This is a man who yesterday was very monument for former President George Bush. He buried the man, got bullied, the man hand twist at the end of the day. You are writing, I know how many counts for the re-election of Mount Ellen doesn't say the election came or all. Liberia need to change. And for Liberia to change, the right education must be provided to the folks, to the people.
Sure. The minds of the young people need to be orientated. And be set on the right path. We can't be. We should be able to take our rightful place. We say, yeah, the oldest African republic. There should be a reason why we should be.
You
we
know,
should be leading.
If I love that, this is something that we need to look at and talk about seriously this morning. This issue of the superintendent of Grandview County unilaterally sitting and giving 500 acres of land that today the land authority have revoked. He should not go off the hook.
Yeah. And that's the reason why the Global Alliance Gideon are saying that there should be some prosecution carry out on this.
No, because you can't tell. So let get to know. Let him be made to face a full tribunal to answer question. What prompted him? What gave him that right?
Yeah.
Whether he collected money from the people and think that being a superintendent, it gave you absolute authority to do such. So if you took money, if you are bribed to have taken that decision, let the president suspend or dismiss him and face the full weight of the law. Because we have seen these things that have caused this country too many problems.
Because the Liberal Land Authority is saying that they did those things unilaterally, even by the fact that they were able to inform the Liberal Land Authority at the time they were informing them, they were not even giving the right information. So that's the reason why they had to revoke the entire process.
And the first thing, we are talking about illegal foreign national in our country.
Giving them such a privilege.
And it will be also a crime to give privilege to somebody who is residing in your country illegally. How did they come here? Do they have resident permit? Do they have work permit? Did you take all of that into consideration before talking about giving these things? Some of these actions, you need action that the president take action immediately.
But if they are saying that he and the county Anthony, they acted outside the legal authority of signing a lease agreement, requires some.
The authority have already stated that the people completely in the wrong.
And they revoke the process.
So they revoke the process, so it tells you that they did not follow the procedure illegally. So why
would we be accepting the fact that we gave up customary land? Number one,
about the fact that being a superintendent, to understand local government function and know what to give, what not to give, and using the legal aspect of it.
And about that particular superintendent today to Grandview County is a former lawmaker.
Yes.
He served as a representative for the county, and then vowed for the seat as a senator, and the people rejected him. This president saw it fit to say, come and lead the county. Imagine your record serving as a district lawmaker was not favorable to the people. They couldn't give you the county. Now you come to rule the county, to govern the county. Then you have to, and with this, if imagine he's not even concerned about. There are reports that there are more than 48,000 Burkina Faso national currently into Grandview County.
We should be a concern.
It should be a concern. Because that's more than two districts.
But that's why
two to three districts.
But that's why we're even talking about the legislative branch of government. Change there has a caucus. That should raise a concern with the caucus and the superintendent.
Sure.
That should be a major concern. Why is it these people are in the influx coming here? One year that the year, we hear about illegal money activities taking place. We hear that even some of them report that some of the county officials are even using these people to mine for them.
Yes. They are not using the people on their farms.
And while we are sitting here, you people are already started having kids.
Yeah.
We have our sisters, we have our daughters, and other folks that will give them that right.
So the next 10 years,
yeah,
it will increase.
We are saying we're not stopping from.
The very important people say, come, okay, I give you 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 acres of land, plant my cocoa, then I'll give you 2. I give you this. What are you inviting?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, and these are cash crops in Vassada that naturally gave you legal right to land ownership in the future. You see that you are inviting conflict. You see, and there are other countries. The superintendent is on the line. He want to speak about this issue regarding the superintendent Warwick Bryant from Muscle County. Yeah, and his take on this matter. Soup, good morning. Good morning, Soup.
Yeah, good morning. Sorry for calling back.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, the different thing we're discussing.
Secretary of the Superintendent Council for Liberia.
Okay.
So the only legal authority in this country that is established as the central head for the land matter is the Liberia authority.
Yes.
Sure.
We need to have all the different information on land ownership in Liberia, customary land, public land, private land, we should have all. That's the reason why they have land, they have the people, they have people that sign in all the counties, in all the districts, in all administrative districts, there are land authority people there. So any land for action, we have a lot of activity there, we have to any land for action without the consent of the LFA. So you were working now and say, who doesn't want to play, maybe you go on the other, you go I do a cover letter and a statute letter and doing the change of the area. If you would do all the analysis, taking a system in the village, and then we fly and 7 years, we have to go on there at this place, we have to go on there at this place, so we all go now and see the men and the settlement. And then before that, there is a technical way of after for being the survey or survey over. So we don't do that. So yes, put it on man. That question was the name that the G was brought in the citizen or in any business name. The G was brought in the first place. The G was brought in the first place. That's where I was trying to get one more time to the bullshit and where I was the spirit. You want to blame for me to live, but anyone has to look at that. When the G was done, and when I made the first from the and if they do a customary land, the law requires that to take action on that kind of land, the people in that area should do the resolution. And thirdly, the never deal with inform the decision that they have agreed for you to do what you want to do on their land. In the evaluation, that was not done, so there was a procedural error. So the next authority would prove the idea. Some are very want to inform, you don't have to say about no how. Some are very want to inform the citizen, and they have to go on the advice to the citizen. They didn't do that. So they didn't have to inform the citizen too. So they didn't do that all was okay and they could get it from the paper. And then you will have the legal, and you have to review all the legal arguments.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to that is my legal opinion. And I am going to and my name is going to be yes, everything is okay after our blended. I don't know about it. We do about it. Then the government all the other who now the law of Abdul and that is the thing that they and so. So my opinion is that. And that's why it's not so good in this land. And I think it's because of the deed. The deed was that to the local government and the on all the other parts. is the president. You can agree right now as president. MSD has carried the name of the president man. Your name and many people will be arguing for him. But like I said, so the party that they want to do is good because I'm going to be fighting with any problem or anything on their street. That is the country to back to the next fight.
Yeah.
That's what it says. So the country for them, the only thing they show that we put it there is we have a need that is there for the county. And that's what we need to do. I put it to make the decision on the land because I'm in the country on the market. But in that market, there was no minister. So if you are a minister, what you do is you go to the minister and you establish, you can spend some time for next year or for now, not the or this matter to
But so on the other hand, you are the secretary of the Superintendent Council, and I also told that Superintendent Gono is the chair on the Superintendent Council. Is there any consideration on one of your members there? Is there anything to be considered? In terms of these procedural errors, he is part of you people.
So I got up on the meeting and we don't think that as leadership of the council we just protect all our people because of the protection. No. We want to make sure that if they are accused of any wrongdoing, we get to the bottom of the investigation and it is well established with all the available facts that wrong was done.
Okay, thank you. Okay, sure.
There are political actors.
Yeah.
And it's something we have just because they're comparative development, this development forward, this development council. The new law changed 2022. When the new law changed 2022, there are so many challenges, but things are very changed. And some people are not happy with things that they're changed. So the decision that people need to start, all of them take that decision they take it out. So that when they take that, the other one is taking out. So it's not easy. So and I let them okay with all of us our different countries, it should be different cooperation, teamwork, and all that stuff. So like that's what it is like for us to.
Okay, but so I think it will be prudent indeed that you people, especially superintendents, can come and inform the county about some of these laws that changes have been made onto, either from the Ministry of Internal Affairs, but also from the Superintendent Office of the county to explain so that citizens in the county can get to understand some of these changes that have been made so that they can govern themselves accordingly. But thank you for your contribution this morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah.
And you know, in Baghdad, this is the place I've always talked about in Liberia. You know, I always talk about this thing in Liberia. To be honest, in the past and present, our governments have not done well. I will be clear with it. Even Honorable Warren Bryan, you know, beating around, all of that, his colleague is totally in the room. It's shameful that a superintendent will be walking in that direction. Yes. This is not something to sugarcoat or to even pamper him. He's supposed to know. This is a former lawmaker who understands the law. Sure. The local government at our price. How can you shield a man like this? This is a school board elementary error. Nobody should come to a political against say you want to protect somebody or you know political. It's that school board error over there. This man knows the law.
And you are even part of the passage of this.
That's what I'm saying. Who said
Act.
He's not in the know?
He was there as a lawmaker.
So I've gone to that level. No.
Wasn't that prudent that even he consult some of his colleagues who are former lawmaker? Because I know that Rosses County Superintendent is a former lawmaker.
He said that he just relied heavily on the county attorney, reportedly based on what they received.
Yes.
You know,
even the Minister of Internal Affairs was a former lawmaker who also was one of the proponents after this bill. Wasn't that prudent indeed that he asked for some advice? This is the situation. A businessman is coming, a foreign national with this growing wave of Burkina being in the county. He was to ask his colleagues. There's some investment that is said to be carried out. Do you think that the county should embark on this process? Like the superintendent said, if there will be some acquisition of land in question, if for example, say Kool asks Soup with them, write a communication, LRA or LAA, so that they can inform them as to whether there's a lender exist. You see, they have procedures.
So it's very simple now. So why now, Honorable Roy Brown, who just became superintendent, he also former.
He's the Secretary General on the Superintendent Council.
He also, as a former lawmaker, and he also became superintendent. You telling us that these people we have, you know, somebody error is shameful to the public.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Especially former lawmaker.
Yeah, it's shameful to the public, but anybody don't even try to shoot them.
Yeah.
Because somebody error too shameful. And the issue of not providing, look at the local government act. When you see what in it, it's so nice. But the education,
Good morning, Mr. Gibson.
Education is very poor. I will say that.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Gibson.
Yeah, good morning. So, quickly, while you people are discussing such a very sensitive topic, I just want to announce on behalf of the management of NTA as the deputy for operations.
That announcement you pay for it.
You pay for that announcement.
And they are right now being discharged from the ship as we speak in the report. The first 35 out of the 50, already 55. So the other 20 and 5 trucks will follow later. But right now, I'm pleased to announce in Brentford that the 35 buses, 60 T-top buses are right now in the port and being discharged from the ship.
Thank you for that
information. Yeah, thank you. Well, you will pay for that announcement.
We'll call you later for you to pay for the announcement.
So, but, you know, who is the
Don't talk anything I will go in that. Oh.
The people being yearning for the arrival of these buses, we didn't call names. So we just have to let them go as soon as they arrive. So yes, I can confirm now that the buses are in the country now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Mr. Gibson.
You know, that's a good news.
Yeah.
To ease the transportation and the movement of our people who can afford.
Especially with the level of the work we do on the road, traveling rural Liberia.
And with you know, the challenge, the economic challenge, so at least our folks, it will help them. But let's come back to this thing. We got too many good laws on the book in this country. But I love that. To provide the level of education very poor. You know, information dissemination and educating our people.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we sit on this platform. I'll be honest this morning. Some of you don't even know what we go through. We will take our time, we read and help to provide the education to our people to get the clear understanding. What do we get in return? We just want to see a better country. But nobody sitting in government position or sitting in positions that sometimes directly will do their job to say, with conscience. It's how we drive to that station today and see those guys and shake their hand and tell them thank you. Even if you're not giving anything, say, look, let me go and say thank you for the level of education. The same thing took place here. During the census, everybody started saying that it took my colleague and myself 2 weeks to sat on the platform to encourage Liberia. To the extent somebody had to place a call to me and tell me, look, what you people have done. They told me how people started opening up.
Sure.
And we went on with it.
But what I was say, education for our people is always a serious problem. These laws are good. You don't know these laws will be abandoned. It will take so many years without even people knowing or understanding it. Like I said to the superintendent, there are a lot of good things in the law, right? And the people don't in the notion that they can govern themselves.
Even the land authority, the Labor Land Authority, asked for the outreach where they have gone. How do you break these things down to the people, tell them what customary land, you know, private land, all of these things, how people should secure land, and what are the processes leading to you acquiring your land.
Yeah.
You know, EPA, the same thing, they will set the people will dry the swamp before they go start busting things.
Yeah.
Or they go and provide the education. No, they won't spend the money, but they got money in the budget for all of
these things. They got money in the budget for all of these things.
But they want for us to sit down
and the money that will lapse. At the end of the day, they tell government they have solved everything.
They want us to sit down and do the work for them because we are the most patriotic Liberians. But at the end of the day, we don't want to get rubber part to our houses. We are doing. But look, when the people are in the know, it reduces the workload because the person's informed decision. So when you're doing anything now, you know you're doing it at risk.
Yeah.
That means challenging the law now, so you can't make conflict with the law. Then the law will handle you. But if the people in the know, though we say ignorance is no exception to the law and excuses no man, but let's be on the side where we provided all of the necessary education to the people, that people don't do this. Swampland, people building there. How many persons know that you're supposed to dry the swampland? How many persons know the mango swamp, the sole purpose of having the mangoes there, for about diversity? Some of these things, the sole purpose of what? They do for the community, for the environment. People go there and cut trees.
You find people go buy land, one leg will be sold to 2-3 persons, 4-5 persons. Then you see conflict coming up.
Yeah.
You see?
They will sit and watch somebody constructing, then for that they say, stop by MPW or PCC, MCC. You sit and watch these things. Go ask them. Even the city ordinances, mayors, ask how many times they go to inform, even sometimes using the schools, forming clubs to help to educate the ones who are growing up, people who are about to graduate from high school, how to tell them, there are a whole lot of things that we still not, information is not cheap, education is not cheap. Provide the education for the people. Even the crosswalk that we see all around, we just face the road, we put it there. How many persons know? You see people living there because they look at the drivers, some of the drivers who are even driving. They don't even know the sole purpose of that crosswalk. You on it, they will not stop. Even the right lights to regulate the traffic, to help other pedestrians to cross the road. You see people violating because they just feel that thing they're wasting their time.
Sure.
And violators, they're so difficult for action. Who there? One policeman standing on the side, he ain't got to go back to run behind the car. The man see the light, while others stay parking, he forcibly pass. He get away. But that man should pay for such violation. Wake up, it's time for us to provide the education. When you hear other countries, crimes, we don't say, but when you see how people are careful in other countries, only because the education there, they know that they are not to pass to this place. They know they are not allowed to do so thing at so time. Those things are there. But in Liberia, we won't wait for things to happen before we say we read the law. We won't wait for things to happen before we come to explain. What will it take for you? You sit on this platform to explain. Even you walk here, you say we'll pay for the time, but the host of the show, we wanted to provide this kind of education for our people.
Yeah.
But you will not wait. You only waiting for hear your name before you come to say you know.
No, the poor already have reactionary status. So they all want to hear that name so they can clarify.
To the extent, even when the local government
everything goes smoothly, they sit down.
Because the government was the government who really took effect and started.
Yeah, because the past government never bothered by it.
So that the reason why Sanakawa said you are going to court, because he himself was sitting in a position, he knew that you were no longer there.
Since 2018.
Yeah.
You see?
So he was sitting in a position because he was in a government who he favored, but they are already passing in the law and they could not effect the law. Taking that keep him, protecting him.
Yeah.
Now, when this government came to be and decided to effect it, there are other folks who felt that they went after them, witch hunting.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we have always had. That's how we've always politicized it and said that witch hunting, witch hunting. Some of the laws are passed, people are not even in the know. When you take effect on it, somebody say you're taking jobs from somebody. You have a group of people who went into the EPS through the back door. No record systems that will show when government did a personnel audit and noticed that these folks were there and did not go through the training or did not go through the proper training and the name was not in the system, when they told them out, we saw people protesting and said they were taking jobs from people.
Yeah.
We then
so they were illegally dismissed.
Yeah. The laboratory traffic management, that's only what being around. But because, and the people were using the same Ministry of Transport. When it took effect, instead of them set the people down and provide the necessary education report, they will sit and fool the people. What will it take for you to provide the education to the people?
It makes your work very easy. when the people are informed. You see, because the Lord said, ignorance of the Lord excuses no man. That means you are taught. Sure. If you don't abide by the law now, it don't excuse you. Yeah. But then you don't know the law. Then how will you follow it? The citizens are to be taught the law, so that if they want, those who are taught the law and if vehemently violating the law, then they should have that certain.
Even the issue of saying don't burn dirt. How many persons know the danger?
Yeah.
In burning dirt.
That this will affect them. They don't, all they know they want to get rid of the dirt. They don't know that it's affecting them or the community. You see. But the little things in our country are the most difficult ones to be taught, and it's making things difficult for this country. Sure. On a serious note.
So would they keep pointing finger at the executive? Look, all these institutions were created by the Act of National Legislature to perform a specific function, and they must be able to get to the people. You know, now I can ask. Maybe I don't. Probably it's intentional that the people don't know. So when they fall prey on the law, then somebody see it at the chopping. And tell that one traffic man. To even the police, who are my very good friend, but a lot of them to even provide the education to drivers. You know how many drivers don't even know what they call stop or park? So the man, you'll see the sign there. The man goes in the corner and hand. He waiting for somebody that can park or stop. He jump from in the corner. You get your driver lesson. So the man gave something. He will not even educate the man. He want that man to go and come and fall or another person. Because when you educate that man, when he goes, he might be able to tell the next person.
Sure.
But we won't wait for people to violate policy or come in conflict with the law, not knowing, then we handle them. This issue, and that's the reason when you even go to the police station, the place so crowded. It's not that you think everybody there won't go to the police station, but some of the folks do not even know the law. Some of the folks do not even know some of the things, how to engage. So the officers there, when you get to them, they're happy because that's something that's something in the making there for them. We got to stop this thing. We got to start educating people. And the most disappointing part, I always say this thing: political parties are the worst. The citizens are joining the party, and the party cannot provide the education to the people. Even to people in party do not even know the party constitution. People in party cannot even tell you the officials. Political parties do not even encourage to say you sit on the platform or you engage community to even encourage your partisans to pay party dues. People don't know how parties are running. Like, as far as concerned, once you hear the party, they say the party. So you say, oh, who got the party? I say, oh, that make their money. Nobody wants to pay anything, but to send the people that are interested, their party will be run by you and myself contribution. You and myself contribution. You will pay your due, I pay my due. You got operational costs for the party. The party got office. If you don't have your own headquarters, we pay yearly or monthly. We got office equipment that must run. We got letters going in, letters coming. We got some of the officials here that we need to give them something at the end of the month. How many persons? These people don't do it. So you get political party. So they say, George, I get all the money. Who wants to pay?
Yeah.
Who wants to contribute? You say CM says, hey, AMC, oh. You know,
so people now are attracted to this party based upon what they can get from the political leaders. Because they are the sole financier of the party.
Besides, they go into the party based on the size of the pocket of whoever establishing the party. People running to the PAP. Sir Joseph got money.
Yeah, everybody behind now. A new poster up on the block.
Yeah.
You see?
We're not providing the education to the people. Telling them, say, look, this is how political party runs. Pay your due. Some of the folk will be killing themselves for party. Who told you member of the party? You didn't pay member of a party that one man said they won't get them. Didn't that by heart? You didn't get membership card. You don't have a due paying card. You just sit in one corner and say that your party. What makes it your party? You know how the party function? Then when the people print the t-shirt and get the top on there, they choking here, they wearing the color there, you ain't all the complain. What you did not contribute a dime. And somebody will be frustrated, somebody pull who in the party, somebody pull who in CDC. The party have one better than you think because you tell father thing I carry. You mean a party there? Yeah, and other people talking about nobody would take money from government to base Unity Party headquarters. We're watching the show.
Watch the show.
What? We're watching it.
The people who are clogged with the responsibility to take up kids, to impart knowledge in the young people, they're not doing it. What of the education they got?
Let me tell you something. This part of the thing we're discussing is damaging my job badly.
Yeah. And Liberia will remain like this for the next 5 decades. Where are we going?
But God, you soon hear somebody telling you, you hear me? Well, I don't know. And people can just look at you and tell you like that.
Yeah.
Even some of the people who they be running to the police station, they be running to the court. They don't even know the court procedure.
And that's the reason why, Ambassador, they rush to the court, take their case, then the next thing they want to get out of the court. They go to the police station, the next thing they want to take the case out of the police station.
I want to tell you something today. Even the judicial branch of government very poor in the issue of information dissemination. You know what I believe the people got in this country? That most of the folks going to court, they go with a fixed man that you go to win a case. But the court are not being able, the judicial branch are not being able to provide the education. There are 2 rulings always from the court. You either right or you wrong. So when you come here, we don't manufacture evidence. What you bring, what you do the argument, sense of reasoning will tell you that you're right or this person is wrong.
Lawyers, they don't even inform the people.
By the time people go to the court and they say sometimes maybe you feel you took the case that when they say you're guilty, they say the people feeling taking money. Only because of lack of education.
We are supposed to I put me a lawyer. Me I put me a lawyer at this.
Only because of education. Even the drivers with all of the signs in school zone, they tell you the man to drive. Who cares about that? And we're putting all these things, the money things, and not providing the education to the people. Motorcyclists who are riding how many of them care about red light? How many of them care about the traffic light? Some of the lights going off now, go to Tupowo Junction. The officers are all struggling to control the traffic.
Someone even see the light as embarrassment because when they get them, when everybody stop, they should be the only one to just bypass and go. They don't know the importance of
most especially early morning. If you're not careful, you sit in the keke or you sit on the bike, you look at the left, the man will just pass for you.
Yeah. Sure.
We just do this thing, we don't provide the education. And you say you won't be like other countries. You think those things that the poor put in there, those young children, the adults, you think they know the sole purpose of why they put it there? The benefit? They are benefiting from it. But when you leave from here, you go to other poor country, when you're claiming the plane, our RA, they will take all your arrogance and ignorance and leave it here. When you go, you are bound by the people law. So you rich, you go take it from the place that you put it. So you reach right back to your God. The next day, you spend time in America, you are in Paris, you in Ghana, Nigeria, other places. You never dare throw a plastic bag, water, or bottle in the street. But by the time you can, they're driving from RRA, the bottle in your hand, you spinning it up through the window. That's how we have treated this country. Provide the education to the people. You always want the people not to be in the know because you always want to use them.
Yeah.
Soon they said tomorrow you're going to protest, you classify the motorcycle and people who get dead and nobody wants to see them. So you're fighting for them. You're using them, you say you're fighting for them. But see how we find a lot of them today and see how much they are contributing because we have been talking and talking and talking and talking. You keep your money, we'll help to improve our country. You keep it. We'll take a few calls and call it a day. 0775 919 919. 0880-919-919 are the numbers you can call us on to be part of the conversation. Yeah. See the police, see the army. Nobody can provide a level of education. Why? The sole purpose of joining the police, the sole purpose of joining the army, everybody think that is the next hustle era. Yeah. You turn right around, they say, oh, the police recruiting. You just see all the motorcycles, the other folk there. Good morning. Good morning.
Don't hold the line.
Yeah.
I'm about to give you a thing, you have to work. You see the same thing is something. This is a lot of guys on issue that you need fall on where they get announcement. I am not going to fall money.
But you will pay.
But anyway, we say thank you that it is the top budget to turn 2029 we go President we have five. So I think my father will come and run it for 3 years without buying one. Thank you, bro.
Good morning. Okay. Let's talk to this caller on the line. You're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is John King calling from FRC this morning.
You what?
I listen to both of you are Latin African content as it relates to leadership. You see, the reason how African leaders don't easily relinquish power is because of greed, corruption, injustice. They are always afraid once they step aside, the next administration will come after them. That's the trouble we have here. They are not honest. And you say something, and the same thing is within my party, the CDC. The succession theory is not there. You spoke on Unity Party, you said you hold President Worker and receive their should step aside. But you know, many people now will frown at you because of that. And for us here in the CDC, we have sympathy. If they're former president, we ask, come and say, I want to go into private.
But for young people for the CDC, even if we say they should see the party beyond president, we are internet and everybody started castigating them, they bullied them, they all people now react to issues in this country.
Yeah, like I said, actually what you say, similar to what the United Party. You know, many people will frown at you now. Check what you said, President Biden should step aside 2029. But there's no succession theory. Every time come out by that the issue that relating as it relates to the issue of grandchildren, you know, I am not going to do another grandchildren. But what happened? The issue of land grab will create the less war in that county and foresee happening. The superintendent of the county wants a former lawmaker, is cognizant of the law. You don't know that you don't get too much greed for material things. That's the reason to go out at the end of the day. Sell the county. He's selling the county to Burkina Faso. You know the inflow of Burkina Faso, 50,000 plus now. How can you get those people out? And our private superintendent went to Burkina Faso, brought those people to 40 days over farm. And we started, all of you follow suit. Then you guys said also, half ready 2 acres and 3.5 acres. How ready it is bad for our grandchildren. And President Boyd, I hope you are listening. You have to intervene speedily. That we should have solution to it. If not, there will be the next war in that country. To get those people out, they are not burned by our sisters in that country.
Thank you. Let's talk to this caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How are you, sir?
Well, good morning, me. Oh, yeah.
Thank God for you and I thank God for the past meeting on this morning. Yeah, I'm Paul Siema, who was in touch with me at the time when the honorable mayor said he would tell my number. I've been trying to know about
Oh, from Crepasa County?
the land can be too busy. I'm able to get you on the land. I can call Nathaniel back on his show, but it has to.
I come in, man.
Just keep on the line.
Keep on the line. Me take it about after I'll call you.
Okay, sir.
So just be on the line. Let me take
So
it.
how you and your grandchildren coming on?
That God bless. That God money or in to explain the story. I'm just dying to about it. God take you away. Man of God coming in the weekend. No forgiving of you.
Okay.
Thank you. I got it.
Okay, sir. Let God bless you. Thank you.
All right. I will call you after the show.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, folks. That's how we like to conclude this morning on this edition of the Morning Ride. Been a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Many thanks to all of you for being part of the conversation. Well, I'm Wiggy Brooks.
And I'm Nathaniel Farb. Check it out.
And many thanks to Sakano who been following us well, making sure all of the signs and video are brought to you. Have a good day.
Presidential villa in Foya, Lofa County, President Joseph Boakai hometown. It's not a development initiative. It is a monument of elite arrogance a concrete insult to the suffering masses, and a betrayal of the rescue promised to the Liberian people. This is not rescue, Mr. President. It is tribal glorification wrapped in concrete, a feudal gesture in a republic.